Hello everyone, it's Leo, and today I am going to talk about my impressions for the first Aikatsu Planet episode. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Mezashite, the fan subs that are subbing Aikatsu Planet. Unfortunately, we don't have an official way of watching Aikatsu Planet with subs in English. So Mezashite, a fan sub, is doing this amazing job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So let's start talking about this, and I must say, big spoiler for my basic opinions, I loved it. I loved this first episode. Really loved. I don't even know what to say. I didn't love every single thing about it, which I'm going to talk about in this video. Let's start. The first thing I want to say is that Aikatsu Planet is airing in Japan at 7 a.m., 7 in the morning. Isn't it way too early? Like, are people actually waking up this early to watch Aikatsu Planet on a Sunday? Isn't it way too early? I don't know. Well, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. The live action scenes. I loved it. I'm being redundant here, just saying I loved it to everything, but really the live action scenes were very nice. They were super cheesy, and they reminded me a lot of the Sailor Moon live action, which is another media I absolutely love. I got the same vibe from the scenes from this show, so it's a big plus for me. And one of the first scenes of Aikatsu Planet in the first episode was this scene with Mao, the main character, and Meiza, a very mysterious girl, but they don't know each other. So they met in this first moment. They bumped into each other. That scene was super cheesy. They bumped into each other and they started looking at each other. This mysterious song started playing. And this is a trope I love. This is really a trope I love. This is a cliche, that cliche of the fateful encounter that happens a lot in anime. This is something I love. The characters meet, they don't know each other, but they have that instant connection, that aura that brings something about them together. I love this. And we also, after this, we also have another scene with her classmates, Mao's classmates, asking for help in a hip-hop scene and in a hip-hop dance, because she is a dancer. She's a ballet dancer who has nothing to do with hip-hop, but they want her help nonetheless. And I felt that this scene was very interesting because it's served two different purposes. One of them was for the show to tell us how good Mao is at dancing. And the other one is for the show to tell us that Mao is not afraid to accept things that will come her way, and she will try them out, even if it's something that she's never done before. And she might be reluctant at first, but then she gives herself completely to that. And that's what happened in this scene, basically. And I really liked it because it really paved the way for her character in this episode. And even though I didn't like one thing about it, I still think it was well done and basically well crafted. After that, we got introduced to another character called Izumi. She is a producer. She is the producer of Hana, the top idol from the Aikatsu Planet world. And when I saw this scene, I kind of freaked out because Hana, Izumi, is played by Sayaka. Sayaka was a member of AKB48, and I was super excited to see her because when she was a member of AKB48, I used to be a big fan of the group. I used to follow the group closely, and so like I have this lovely feeling towards her. I like her, I admire her. And so I was very curious to see her in Aikatsu Planet, an idol I like, an artist I like, in a franchise I like. So both things coming together, I was super excited, and it really paid off. I loved seeing her and the character she plays. And also in this scene, we got introduced to another character who is Luli. It's very hard to pronounce her name. And I also loved her. She, like, from the actresses, from the main girls, I think she is my favorite. I really love the way she acts and the way she plays Luli. So I loved her. Very, very fun. to watch, even though it was just a short scene. I really liked it. And there was this plot that the girl, we know that it's Mesa, that the girl who bumped into Mao at the start of the episode, she basically does not want to be Hana anymore. She is the girl who plays Hana. She does not want to be Hana anymore. So she leaves the scene. She abandons the Aikatsu planet scene, and Izumi is desperate to find someone else to fill her role as Hana. And she remembers how she remembers Mao. She saw Mao dancing. So she wants Mao to join her in this quest. And even though this might seem like, wow, it's so instant and it's so random for it to happen, not really, because we had that hip-hop scene to connect with this scene. And like that scene again served different purposes. One, for Izumi to see Mao dancing and to see her talent, and two, for the show to tell us that Mao is willing to try things that she finds interesting. So obviously Mao accepted. And when Mao did accept, she started doing Aikatsu, the usual Aikatsu training we have in the other season. So she started running Aikatsu, Aikatsu. That was so adorable. I loved it so much. An ode to the original. Loved it, and we could see her training her vocal abilities, her dancing abilities. It was all very, very nice. And again, her becoming Hana made sense because it's all part of this personality of hers. And then we had her transformation scene, which was really adorable. I really liked it, the way they handled everything. The effects were also very beautiful. And we had the mirror scene. I feel like mirrors are so symbolic and are so easy to use in media. All media should have mirror scenes like this because they're easy to use. They're easy for us to connect with the characters. And the transformation itself was very simple, very fast, which is good because we have two different transformations in this Aikatsu. We have the regular girl transforming into an anime girl, and then the anime girl transforming for the performance. So it's good that both of them are quick because too many transformation scenes in one episode. So then we get to the actual anime scenario. Mao turns into Hana, so we have Hana now. I really like this change, and the background, very colorful, very pretty. Also, another thing that surprised me is that the anime the regular characters get transported to the Aikatsu planet world 2 as anime characters without actually transforming into idols, as we see in this scene. We see Izumi and Shiori in the anime form. So that was very interesting. I was not expecting something like that. Definitely, if that appeared in trailers, I completely missed it. I liked it. Again, backgrounds are very nice. And then we have a scene in which Hana has to go after the dressias, so that she has to find a dress of her own. And as I said, like for example here, the background very colorful, very quirky, very nice. But in the dressia scene, this background here, girl, it's very ugly. So Hana goes and she finds some dressias that don't match what she wants to do, or some other dresses that run away from her. But then she meets this horse, and she asks this horse if this horse accepts to be her dressia because that's what she wants. And the horse just looks at her and says, obviously that's what I want too. Let me become your dress. And here I had a big problem. Really, really big problem. I was expecting something more for this dressia hunt. A dialogue, some sort of trial, even if it was just a question that the horse would ask her or something. No, just the dressia simply accepted and wanted to be her dress. That was so lackluster. I don't understand. Like, the dress simply connected with her for the first moment, and I didn't enjoy that at all. So then we get to the actual performance. It's Hana against Cupid. Cupid is a character we don't really know. We just know that Hana is the #1 idol and Cupid is the #2 idol. The performance starts. The performance was nice. I liked the song. I liked their costumes. The song wasn't exactly new. We already heard it before in promo trailers and on other official videos on YouTube. And so like nothing new. But inside the performance, we had a very strange scene in which both of their dressias like had a match against each other, and Hana's dressia ended up being the victor. And so obviously Hana won the performance and Cupid didn't win. So Cupid was a little sad. And this scene was interesting because Cupid noticed there was something wrong about Hana. Like she knew something was off, because usually Hana wears dressias that are flower types, so flower dressias, and Cupid is specifically chose her horoscope dressia because horoscope dressias are strong against flower dressia, the flower dressia type. And so I wonder if we're actually gonna have this play a big role in the series, like specific types having advantages or disadvantages towards other types of dressias, if this is gonna play an important role in Aikatsu Planet, or it's just a background thing more specific to the actual game of Aikatsu, the arcade game of Aikatsu Planet. So I don't know if it's gonna play a role or not, because in this episode, I don't know if like the type of dressia Hana got was strong against the horoscope type or was neutral. I don't know. It wasn't really explained. That was the only thing we had. So she knew something was off with this new Hana. She sensed something was wrong with her. So I feel like this episode was really sweet. It was really awesome. I absolutely love the live action scenes more than the anime scenes. I'm deeply captivated by the girls that played the characters, the main characters already. I feel like they did a stellar job in playing those characters. They really worked their way through, and they did amazing. They really did amazing. So the biggest problem I had, apart from the dressia thing, is the fact that Mao became Hana, a top idol. And I don't have a problem with her becoming a top idol right from the start. We see that Mao not only is very talented, but she's also very hardworking. She's fearless. She's not afraid of, giving it her all. So I like Mao a lot already. But I feel like the biggest problem with it is that Hana is an already established idol. And for what I can sense in this show is that the girls create their idols akin to their images and to their own likes. So they create someone based on what they want to create. And Mao wasn't given the opportunity of creating her own idol. She got an idol that was ready. She got an idol that was already created. And obviously we know that Mesa will have another idol, which is Rose, at some point of Aikatsu Planet. But for now, Mao is playing Hana. And as I said, I don't have a problem with Mao being a top idol already, because I think that's what she deserves, because she's good like that. That's what she deserves. But the problem is that she got Hana. She wasn't able to create her own image as an Aikatsu Planet idol. That was my biggest problem with this episode, and I know she's not gonna be able to create her own idol image because she's gonna be Hana for the long run. So I am very curious to see how her adventures as Hana are going to go. I really hope that we have other girls battling and stealing the top spot from her so that she has to earn it again. And I'm very curious to see how things are gonna go. We already saw in the preview that in the next episode we are gonna see Ruri in anime form. We see Shiori there too. So I believe we're gonna have a Hana and Ruri showdown. Yes, I am gonna love it because I cannot wait to see Ruri in action. It seems that she is going to be an amazing character, and I really liked her. And I also really, really loved this episode. I think they did a very good job. I'm gonna say this, I don't know if I'm gonna regret it, but I think we're on to the best Aikatsu season yet. Yes, I said it. That's what I feel like. Let's see how things are gonna go. I just can say that I love the live action segments. They are very good, and if Aikatsu has to do this to continue, I am happy to support it because it is awesome. So this is my view on the first episode of Aikatsu Planet. What did you think of it? Have you watched it already? I am planning to do this first impressions. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it for every single episode like I do with Healing Good or every Precure season, for example. If you think I should, please leave in the comments, and maybe I am going to continue or maybe not. I still don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. Anyways, just want to take this little time to thank all of the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your support, and I really appreciate that you believe in Magical Cinnamon. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.